What's up, cool cats? Welcome to my channel. If you are new, hello. My name is Kitty. Take a look around on the channel now or at the end of this video. Be sure to subscribe for the vibe and to join the cool cat community. If you are a returning subscriber, what's up, you guys? Sending lots of love your way, hoping that you are okay. Sending lots of love at this time to you. Catch and receive it. Sending big hugs to you, lots of love, hoping that this video finds you feeling okay. This video is completely different than any of the other videos that I've done before. If you've watched the TV show Once Upon a Time, then first of all, that's my show. I love it. I'm actually watching it over for the second time. But anyways, I thought to do a reading like, what Once Upon a Time character are you like right now? So if this is a reading that you're interested in, then keep watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and ding the notification bell. Without further ado, let's take our 3 deep breaths so we can jump into it. Inhale, exhale. Remember, if more than one power calls out to you, that is perfectly okay. That means you have more than one message. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to choose with your intuition. Inhale. Exhale. Alright, I'm gonna start with Sisu. I got my kids' toys because they left it in the room. But anyways, if you chose Sisu, then I will see you there. If you chose any of the other ones, then I will see you on your pal stamp. Okay. So you have Sisu. Now let's see. What Once Upon a Time character are you like? You have the Dark Assailant, Caviar, Gear, Fred, Shift. Then you have the Castle of Dark Illusions. Okay, so for you, pile number 1, I haven't even pulled out all the cards, but I'm thinking right now Emma Swan. And yeah, I'm gonna keep pulling out your cards though. You have the Strength. I'm gonna let you see it in a minute. I just want to pull it out. 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Ouch, excuse me. Okay, get the 4 of Cups reversed. Definitely giving me Emma Swan vibes. And you are good enough. Look at the bigger picture. So, okay, the reason why I'm saying Emma Swan is because, do you remember, well, if you've ever seen the show, she thinks she's an ordinary person, but she finds out on her birthday that she's actually royalty. She's actually a part of a fairy tale. So, you know, her mother is Snow White. And so she has to have this whole shift about who she thinks she is versus who she is. And then, you know, she understands that, she figures out that she's the savior. And then she goes through so many shifts and so many layers where she's trying to figure out who she is and what it means to be who she is. And so I mean, her journey is amazing. She's very stubborn. She's very hard-headed. She thinks she's a know-it-all. Well, she don't think she's a know-it-all. That's the energy that she gives off. Like, she knows it all, that she always has to be strong. There's no room for vulnerability. There's no room for love. She's like always walking away from love and situations where she has to be magical because she doesn't accept that part of herself. So that's the energy for you. Like, you know, like even Sisu in the movie Raya, like, even, I know this is like a different what I'm talking about, but you know, she shapeshift. She goes from being a dragon to a human because you know, she has her brother's power, I believe. But anyways, this is giving me that type of energy. Like, you're not really open to love, and then you finally shift because she starts to fall for Captain Hook. I don't mean to tell y'all the story if y'all haven't seen it, so my bad, that might be a spoiler alert, but she falls for someone else, and you know, she was holding on to the hurt of her past relationship, and it took some very hard prying and some opening up and some realizations to realize, like, you know, you aren't that person that you think you are, you know, and you keep on denying the part of yourself that you truly are, you know, like that she's the savior, that she is good enough to receive that love that's coming into her life. She is good enough to receive it, but she was, you know, she was walking away from things and walking away from people because that was her way of protecting herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't let people close because they're not gonna hurt me. But really, it was a fear of people leaving her, you know, because she was a orphan. You know, she was in the foster system, so that's all she knew. And she got pretty much put into this life of like magic, and this is who you are, you know, with like no explanation. And so I feel like that's you, like you are moving into you are shifting into a different perception. You are realizing like who you are and what that actually means. You are really understanding that what you have to offer and what you do is good enough. I'm not even sure Emma's eating habits on the show. Like, I literally never pay attention to it. Well, actually, no. They're always eating at Granny's. They're always eating at Granny's, which is like a restaurant. Nobody ever cooks. So, you know, that could be something too. Making sure that, you know, you take the time to prepare your own meals, even though that's just a soda. Making sure that you are getting your nutrients. What else do we have? Look, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, and then you have a new start coming. The whole point of Once Upon a Time in general was so that people can have their happy endings. Okay, things were just, they were not really but the queen who cast the spell, who cast the curse, all she wanted, I know we're talking about Emma, but all she wanted was a new start, a new beginning, one that had love in it, one that didn't really have sacrifices and things like that. But it's like, look at the bigger picture. When you step outside of that one spot that you're in and like zoom out, and you see that you know, because like right now you're only able to see this much, but if you zoom out you get to see a lot more, you know. So it's like Emma is very like closed-minded, especially in the very beginning. She's like, magic, oh really, fairy tales, okay. Whatever, you guys, it's a trick, okay, I get it, you know, that type of thing. And she really had a hard time accepting herself. Okay, Pandora's gift. She had so much magic in her. She really had to just, the dark castle of illusions, she really had to release those illusions. She had to let that go. Like, you're not Emma Swan, the, you know, who was given away because nobody wanted you. You know, it was to save your life. It was to give you your best chance. And there is some things that you are accepting in your own life, pile number one. And the message here is that to look at the bigger picture, to zoom out, a new start is coming, and that end of a tough cycle, you know, is here. It's on the horizon. You have the power of attraction. You are attracting different things in your life because, you know, with that new perception comes new possibilities. Like, so with Emma, like, she was very, very closed off, and there was many times where she was self-sabotaging her relationships. She had struggled. She had a hard time forgiving Neil, which was her child's father. But, you know, the more you watch it, the more you see that even Neil was doing what he felt was best for her and the situation that was going on. Does it make it right? No. Is her feelings valid? Yes. But she still had to let go of the, you abandoned me, you hurt me. It was supposed to be us against the world, but you left me. You left me by myself. I had to fend for myself. And that's that energy. But you're like, I'm tired of playing the victim. You know? And then, and then she's seeing some similarities in her own life compared to what her mother did and compared to her. And she's just like realizing that literally the things in her life had to happen, because had she stayed with Neil, she would have never found her parents. Okay. And then just a whole bunch of stuff. But she ended up forgiving, and she was able to love again. Does that mean that it was a perfect happily ever after? No, but she also learned to trust herself and her gut instinct, because that was what all she had. Now, in the beginning, what she didn't understand is that her intuition wasn't really her intuition. She swore she had like the superpower where she could tell when people are lying, and people in the show was telling her like that only works when you're not emotional. Like when you're emotional, like you're not picking up on any signals. And she was like, what? And literally, yeah, she wasn't. But she literally developed her intuition and really started to develop her magic and to develop herself. And she really over time really started to trust and believe in herself and believe in her instincts, because at first she was operating off of like instinctual fear, like protect yourself at any means necessary. She was also a Bell's Bonds person, so she had a lot of identities that she had to like let go of. She had to constantly, not only her, but there was her mother and her father and people around her letting her know that you are good enough, even when you made bad choices, like you thought you were doing the right thing. And they were very understanding of her and made her, feel very okay, even though she was like, no, it's not okay, and everything that she did, it was for Henry, her son. But some of the stuff was just like she was protecting herself, but trying to say she was protecting Henry from being hurt. But really, she was trying to protect herself again. And, she just really learned how to see the moments in herself where she was operating off of fear versus actual intuition. So that's what it's looking like for you. That's why you're like Emma Swan, because you are becoming the savior in your own life, because she literally went through this phase. Like, yes, at first she was saving everybody, but then she had to save herself, because only she could forgive, because only she could develop her intuition and listen to her intuition. And only she could have the willpower and the strength to do some of the things that she was doing. Nobody could do this for her. There was journeys that she had to literally walk alone. Nobody could come with her. And so she was rewarded and she was gifted, and she really had to let some things go. So that's what I see for you too, pile number one: learning to let things go, learning to trust yourself, learning to let go of those layers that you put on, learning to release those masks that you put on so long ago that said, I am a Bell's Bonds person, this is how I act. And then taking off the mask of I am Henry's mom, this is what I do. Then taking off the mask of I am the savior, this is what I do. Like releasing that expectation of people want me to be like this, so this is how I have to be. Like, no, the way you do things and the way you operate is great. It is good enough. And the more you trust and believe yourself and shift your perception and begin to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, you're gonna operate. You're gonna be operating off of a different type of frequency. You're gonna be developing a different type of strength and a different type of willpower, where you're gonna be prepared for the things that go wrong, and I don't even like to say go wrong, because when we think that things are going wrong, really things are not going wrong. So like, for example, in Once Upon a Time, like they had the curse that got broken when Emma came to the place. I'm being very vague because it's like, I guess if you watch this video, you've watched Once Upon a Time before, so spoiler alert for some if you I just want to throw that out there. But so yeah, like this Once Upon a Time is also about a lot of curses, and with every curse there is a way to break it. So it's like with every bad thing that happens, there is good in it. There is good moments. And her father, Prince Charming, really emphasizes that. Like, they really, and like whenever one of them is having a moment or down, there's always somebody else like being optimistic, you know, that can help them get out of that funk. And you know, like, and that's what it's like too. Like, Emma always felt like she had to do it alone, like, and you don't. There is strength in reaching out, telling somebody like, I'm scared, I'm not okay. And Emma really had a hard time doing that, but there were moments in the show where she just finally told Snow White, aka her mother, and her mother was like, I knew it, you know, like, I was just waiting on you to say it so that I can you know, tell you that it's okay. And then she also got to see like that her mother is not just some soft sweet cupcake. Like, her mother had moments that were very similar to hers, like, you know. And so she learned to appreciate and accept her parents on a whole different level because of that. So the message here for you, pal number one, is to trust yourself and continuing to develop your intuition, continuing to tell yourself that you are good enough and you are worth the good things in life, not just the bad things or the things that go wrong. No, you are also good enough for good things to happen, and that's what you're working toward, and shifting your perception. And the good news is that the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I'm gonna pull some more cards for you, and let me know if this reading made any type of sense to you in the comment section below. Like I said, I've never done a reading like this before. I just had the idea and I thought it would be interesting to see what we have here. Oh, and it's also like, just because somebody was like that years ago, they can, people change. I'm hearing that as well. That might mean something for somebody. Like, for example, Captain Hook. I know I keep coming to him because he's relevant in Emma's life. Like, Captain Hook, everybody thinks he's a pirate, and, you know, in many ways he is, but he's more than just a pirate. So there is more than him than what meets the eye. And yeah, and it's like, the way the world perceives you can be incorrect on a deeper level. So it's like, but it's also like how you show the world, like how you present yourself to the world. Like, Captain Hook presented himself as Captain Hook, and then, but with Emma, he presented himself as Killian, you know, as a man, not just a hook, but also, you know, not denying himself. He was very authentic. But he also went through a journey as well, and Emma actually helped open him up to love again. So it's just, it's a whole bunch of, you know, different meanings with that. I was kind of just rambling on right there. So if that made sense, let me know. I'm gonna pull some word messages for you. Just got a handful. So let's see. This says practice. Exactly. That's one of the things that, like, Emma, like, she didn't want to practice her magic. She was just like, that's who I am, but that's not who I decide to be. But it's like, it's who you are, you're denying it. But eventually, you know, when the time came, she really put it into practice and got better, and it became second nature, an extension of her. But I will say, like, Regina, when she was the one who trained her, she was just like, all that potential. She was like upset, like, all that potential, and you're just not using it. And she's like, you know, I didn't ask to be this way. And it's like, but you are, you know. So practice is one of yours. It says start working on your body. You are gifted. Don't walk away, please. But it's looking like you are. Father. Probably have father issues, maybe. I only want you. Okay, so yeah, don't walk away, please. I only want you. That's why a relationship kept popping. That's why the relationship with Neil and Captain Hook kept popping up, because there's like you know, there was that situation where Neil and Captain Hook was like fighting over, not really fighting, pow, 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 not like that. It was like, kind of like trying to win her over with like words and being nice and things like that. So that's what I mean, like, well, it's not really fight, I guess compete over her. But they were like very charming about it. Like, people nowadays don't fight like that. You've got, oh my gosh, look, I didn't even read this, but it's yes. You've got mommy, daddy issues and don't know it. See, that's what I was talking about in his father, because father actually came out right there. And it's like, I feel like it's not really the father's job. I just feel like that's something that happens with becoming a father. You really develop that sense of worthiness, that sense of security. Like, you know, my father thinks I'm the greatest, so that's how I feel. And then like with this, you are good enough, I feel like the father presence and the words that they say, like a really good father, you know, and they're going to tell you like you're good enough, you're the best, you're awesome, and they're going to really lift you up in that way. And so, you know, I think Emma struggled with not having parents, but like not having a father, like you know, like y'all see her relationships. I feel like, you know, they say like we go after like what we know, so like, you know, you indirectly attract different things. But yes, I don't really know what I was going with that, but anyways, you got mommy daddy issues. Yeah, mommy daddy issues and don't know it specifically, or emphasis on the father. But my mind is on my money, my mind on my money. You don't listen. I did say Emma don't listen. I think I said that. That's like one of the first things I said. Homegirl don't listen for nothing. You literally cannot tell her nothing. Like, it'd be like, I be yelling through TV like, girl, listen, she's right. Shake her a little bit. But literally like this. That's what it's like talking to Emma sometimes. Like, let me clear it up so you can see. This is literally what it's like talking to Emma sometimes. And that's what that be like. Because it's like, you already know. I did say she like know it all. Don't be knowing everything. And this says grandma. I got quiet because, you know, y'all put that in the play. Grandma came out. Some of y'all got maybe even got grandma issues, or I don't know really about that grandma. Maybe grandma got a message for you or something. My goal is to break you down. Whoa. So yeah, your goal is to break you down. And you are gifted. Work on your body. Do some shadow work as well. I'm seeing practice your intuition, practice patience, practice is what they say. Yeah, so that is what I have for you, pal number 1. If that was a good reading, if you like that, and then let me know. Yeah, my goal is to break you down. Like, this is like that, what I feel like is definitely jealousy. My goal is to break you down, or if it's not like in a jealousy type of way, it's a competition kind of way. And if it's not like a competition type of thing, it's like break you down, like break you down to make you mine. But I don't really know. Take that how that resonates. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Definitely leave me a comment. Okay, pile number 2. What once upon a time character are you? Like, you have Final Flame, Mystic Walk, Frozen Soul, The Puppet, Magic of Dark Ruler. Okay. What do you feel? Step out of your comfort zone. Adjustments are required. Okay, so pile number 2, this is a Rumpelstiltskin vibes, okay? That's what I'm getting from you. You are like Rumpelstiltskin, someone who can, well, if you know the story about Rumpelstiltskin, he wasn't always powerful, okay? And he is still weak to the dagger. He's weak to anybody who can control him. So for you, pal number 2, you're like Rumpelstiltskin because maybe you like to seek deals or like do potions, do like you probably do spiritual work, pal number 2. Indecision, I'm saying adjustments are required, step out of your comfort zone. Let me just continue on. Yeah, okay, definitely magical. Yeah, magical. Rumpelstiltskin. Two of Wands. Yeah, you Rumpelstiltskin, pile number 2. We're gonna get into it in a minute though. Cause see, I like Rumpelstiltskin. Not everybody's a fan of Rumpelstiltskin on the show, but I like him. I really like him. His character is presented as a coward, you know, because he didn't want to die. He didn't want to die because he just had a kid, or no, his wife was pregnant or something like that. His wife was pregnant, and so at first she was happy. They was happy, you know, he going to the war, and he just got scared basically. And so he killed the dude to become the Dark One. And when he became the Dark One, it's like the fear disappeared, and in its place is like mad courageous, but inside he's still like, I'm kind of dying inside type of thing, because he's still losing what he's fighting so hard for. You know what I'm saying? He lost his family even though he was fighting so hard to keep them together, you know. And even though he's the Dark One, he's still that family man. He's just, you know, that. But he is powerful nonetheless. Very powerful. Made a lot of deals. He's literally in everybody's story in Once Upon a Time. So like you play a lot of key roles. Yeah, you play a lot of key roles in people's lives, pile number 2, whether you know it or not. Positive or negative, you just play a lot of roles in people's lives, and some people love you, some people hate you. That's just what it is. So yeah, it's like you got a lot of people under your you got a lot of people on a string, simply because like I don't know if whether you be like, you remember I did that for you, or that's just like how they feel like, oh, I owe her, or you know, or I owe them, you know, because they did this for me. You are someone, you might do spiritual work or magical practices and things like that with this quarter. But yeah, maybe working with different kinds of energies and deities. Maybe that'll be you. Yeah, you do got a lot of options. You got a lot of options, pile number 2, because you have twice. And 7 of Cups twice. So opportunities and wishful thinking are suggested by the 7. It also warns of seeking superfluous short-term things. Yeah. And this is the same thing, you know, the Seven of Cups. I'm going to read it from here, though, so you can get, like, the different message. But the Seven of Cups, though, it's like you got a lot of opportunities. But just use your discernment and intuition to make sure those opportunities are the ones that you want. Because with Rumpelstiltskin, everybody be trying to trap him too. Everybody be trying to trap him for his power, for his knowledge, for the spells that he knows. So just be mindful of people trying to like use you for your intuition or use you for your knowledge, pile number 2. Or just somebody trying to be out for a vendetta, trying to do spell work against you or something like that. But yeah, pay attention to how you feel and your intuition. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to what you're eating too, pile number 2. I don't know. Yeah, because Rumpelstiltskin, he don't really, like, because Belle was like, have you ever had a burger? Like, Belle put him on to, like, fast food, but at first he won't eat no fast food. He was eating that good stuff. He was making his food. But yeah, so just, like, pay attention to what you're eating, too. And, because, I mean, like, for example, like, if you're eating fast food all the time, you're pretty much poisoning yourself. So, yeah. So, yeah, then the Seven of Cups in the Cat Tarot, like, again, with some... So, yeah, with the Seven of Cups, you might be manifesting opportunities. Opportunities are just coming to you, so be on the lookout for that. Having opportunities always seems like a good thing, doesn't it? Think carefully and look deep inside before making choices. Okay? Note the fish here, which represent a deep dive into one's soul, focusing on introspection and an almost sonar-like instinct to make good choices for yourself. Sometimes in life, it's not always clear what's reality and what's fantasy. You have a number of different paths ahead of you. Don't rush into the choice. The last thing you want to pick is a bowl and find it filled with less tasty treats. You're known for your instincts, so trust them. So yeah, don't be naive. Pile number 2. And it's funny because you have orange here, and then I pulled out the orange essential oil. So definitely boost your immune system. Get that vitamin C. Eat an orange, drink some orange, tend to that sacral chakra. That's that creative energy, that solar plexus. That's that self-identity. Yeah, so yeah, step out of your comfort zone, because yeah, and this is talking about, you know, having self-awareness and being smart, dignified, disciplined without coming across as demanding. She holds her place on her throne with a great dignity and wears her crown with grace. Symbolism surrounds her. The birds on the wallpaper are not prey. They represent the height of her knowledge and inquisitiveness. So yeah, like I said, like just be mindful of just because you're gonna have a lot of opportunities. But I do feel like I don't know if people are doing spell work, so to speak. You might be the one doing spell work. Somebody might just have like ill intentions around you, or, you know, try to trap you or use you, or because, you know, you got a lot of ideas, you got a lot of opportunities, got a lot of knowledge. But yeah, you are stepping out of your comfort zone with less fear, more action. Like, you are making things happen. Pile number 2. So yeah, I mean, like, that Once Upon a Time character that I'm seeing for you is a Rumpelstiltskin, okay? You know, he turns straw into gold, so you have very blessed hands, and, like, people are always asking you for favors, and that's, like, you're about to be rewarded for those favors that you was putting in without, like, because Rumpelstiltskin, no, everything comes with a price. And it's like, are you willing? Oh, you heard that? The dink. It's 5:51 in the morning. Look up 551. But with that 55, it's like changes are happening. a new start is coming. See, Rumpelstiltskin, though, his intentions, he might be considered bad, but his intentions coming from a pure place. Okay, so like, for example, he was doing that curse thing to find his son. You know, he just wanted to be a family again, even though, but that's what he wanted, and that's what he was working toward, because family was still so important to him. And so he still had a goal. He was looking out, he was still, his intentions were pure, even though the way he went about it was in a malicious way. Because I mean, he had a reputation to put up, like, don't nobody cross the dark one. It ain't going down like that. But that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. There is a message to, make some adjustments, especially with the what you're eating and the who you're talking to. Because it's like, you see how their faces is looking like, why is he being a know-it-all? Like, why is he telling us this? Like, we don't care what he has to say. The paper says one thing, and you telling me about what your intuition says? I don't want to hear it. I'm also going to look up the 3 of Pentacles too, though, because I want to see if there's like a different message there. But yes, definitely like Rumpelstiltskin vibes for you, pile number 3. I said 3, number 2, because I just read that. But yes, this symbolizes teamwork. A group of different people has come together to achieve an early success. Now, we talk about teamwork and Rumpelstiltskin, so because Rumpelstiltskin ended up becoming Mr. Gold, when the curse hit. So he ended up, really, I guess, controlling himself more. So like, he was willing to work with Emma and Regina and Snow White, and these were people that, they're like unlikely heroes. They're unlikely people to work together, because everybody was enemies, and they all worked together for a common purpose. So this is a really good card too. This is a really good card. That's why, like, their faces is like, It's because they all come from different backgrounds. They all come from, like, we had a vendetta against you, you had a vendetta against us type of thing. But here we are working together for the greater good. And at the end of the day, they realized that they was family. And this is just realizing, like, everything and everybody is connected. So, you put out what you get out. You get out what you put out. Something, whatever I'm saying. All right. So now I'm going to pull some word cards for you, pile number 2. And Rumpelstiltskin was always scared too that, he was too cowardly. That's why it's like, step out of your comfort zone. Like, you made a cowardly move, yes. But that's not who you are. Just because, you're also the son of a coward or in a drunk doesn't mean that's who you are, And that's what Belle was trying to really teach him and show him, that I fell in love with a man who makes mistakes, who also learns from mistakes, and you're going to continue to be on that process, because we're human. And I love your imperfections. But, he was still self-sabotaging himself in that way. But Belle was still holding on, like, So don't be self-sabotaging yourself, pile number 2, because these opportunities are what you've been wishing for. Knowledge, protection, truth, things being revealed to you. Pay attention to what you feel when people are around you. Okay. We need to talk, but can you make the first move? Okay, look at that. Like, hello, is it me you're looking for? Oh no, what's that Adele song? Hello, it's me. I'm wondering if after all these years you like to me to go over, give everything. I'm stuck on you. They say the time's supposed to heal ya. I ain't done much healing. Hello, how are ya? Damn, I miss you. I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be. You intimidate me. There's a difference between us and a million miles. Work on yourself. You know, this is reminding me of like Bellfire, his son, Rumpelstiltskin's son, how he was pretty much like, you know, he loved his dad, but he wanted his dad to work on himself. He wanted him to be better than making cowardly decisions and killing people just because you intimidated and scared by them. But he was also, you know, intimidated by him and scared because like he was kind of unpredictable. But but yeah, you got somebody stuck on you. Uh-oh, you and me, baby, we're stuck like glue. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm stuck on you. We need to talk. This says work on yourself. This is temporary. And that's funny because this is temporary. That's what Rumpelstiltskin kept telling Belle. Like, you don't love me. This is temporary. And she's like, I'm not going anywhere. Don't walk away, please. Ooh, okay. That's what. Look, you somebody thinking it's temporary, so you trying to leave first, and they're like, don't walk away, please, cause I'm stuck on you. I miss you. I love you. Well, it doesn't say I love you, but it says I miss you. We need to talk, but can you hit me up first? I want to take you out on a date. Ew, okay, I want to take you out on a date. They don't know how to ask. They want you to reach out to them first. Start working on your body. This person right there got abs and muscles. Yeah. And look at her. She's like, I'm just pretty and thinking. I can't get you out of my mind, and it's tearing me up. Like, oh, reach out. Oh, come talk to me. Putting a fire in their belly. They miss you so much, pile number 2. Oh, goodness. But why they coming off so strong? This says, I hate you. So I don't know if it's the same person or this is the same people. This is the same type of energy. This says, I hate you. You intimidate me. They hate you because you intimidate them. It's like, it ain't your fault that they scary. It's not your fault that they scared of you. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. If that was helpful anyway and it made sense, Rumpelstiltskin is the character that you are most like right now, coming out of that cowardly, really changing, not really being in control of yourself. And I love the shift, and I'm all here for the teamwork and the new opportunities that's coming for you, pile number 2, because you work so hard and you definitely deserve it. So that's what I have for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, pile number 3, if you chose the Spawn action figure, let's find out what Once Upon a Time character you are. Mirage Dragon. Got the Serpentine Princess. Wizard's River Horse. Okay. Celtic Guardian, Pixie Knight, Stargazing. Okay. Legacy of Light, Big Bold Vision. Okay, you guys are Snow White, which is interesting though because you chose the Spawn, you know. But wow, okay. You guys are Snow White. After the storm. Work through your fears. You know, this is for some of you, you know, it's funny because this is too. Some of you guys are Snow White and some of you guys are Regina. So if you feel like you resonate with both of them when you're watching the show, this is why. Because your energy is like both of them. But okay, so it's like both of them, because okay, like nothing will come of this. You know how on Once Upon a Time, Regina's whole life, look at that, ding ding ding, 6:02. It's 6:02 in the morning, so look up 6:02. All right, so you know how Regina's whole thing is like kill Snow White. You know, that whole thing, that's her thing. And Snow White's been running for her life, you know, making new friends, and the evil queen's after me. You know, just being sweet and innocent Snow White, right? And so this is like you trying to kill off the innocent part of yourself, or you trying to kill off the dark part of yourself, because you know eventually Regina wanted to, you know, flip the script and be more like Snow White, you know, softer. But it's like, you know, work through your fears, because there was a whole bunch of self-sabotaging when it comes to Regina. She was told her whole life that this is the way to be, you gotta be this way, you know, you rather, you know, have them love you or respect you out of fear. And Snow White was the opposite. Like, she had them respect her out of love. She showed them kindness, and Regina showed them the opposite. So it's like that that conflicting magnetic energy, but you know, always coming back, because like they were family, and they really just, I don't know, they had the growing up and maturing to do, lots of forgiving and self-work to do. So working through your fears, your hard work is paying off. Nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come over trying to kill Snow White. It's not going to make you happier. It's not going to take away your own pain. It's not going to take away the things that you've done to get to where you are. It's not going to take back any decisions that you've made. So, Regina ends up realizing that sometimes bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people. She literally had to learn that. And you know, like there's happily ever after for everybody, and sometimes it's not going to be with who you want. And for a long time she held on to Daniel, and eventually she moved on to Robin Hood. They were cute together. And there were some things with that, but you know, the thing is, she learned to grieve. Regina, I'm talking about, she learned to grieve and lose without being a sore loser, you know. And she realized that she was capable and deserving of a second chance. And you have Hold Your Vision right here. Like, nothing will come from being mad. Nothing will come from creating more storm when there's already a storm. You know, everything was already going bad in her life, so she decided to make a curse that eventually went wrong. She wasn't satisfied because everybody was doing exactly what she wanted them to do. So it's like nothing will come of trying to change the past, and nothing will come of trying to, you know, kill off Snow White. And then so okay, I said Snow White, but I'm feeling like this is more Regina pop. Regina, because I was seeing Snow White, but now I see Regina. Big bold vision. And so yeah, she had a whole 360 shift. Her character had a whole 360 shift where I like that she didn't compromise herself. You know, she really did try to not use magic, but she's like, that would be denying part of myself. But what I can do is show more self-control and restraint. And she developed, and then she gained their respect by making more right choices, by coming from the heart space versus I'm hurt, so I'm gonna hurt you. You know, and it goes back to hurt people. And she also learned, you know, about her mother and her sister, and she also learned that, you know, her mother wasn't being mean to her because she was heartless and an asshole. She was literally heartless. She took out her heart. And you know, when she got her heart put back in her, she realized that, you know, her mother told her something, that she was enough. Her mother told her that she was always enough. And her mother also goes to explain that she killed Snow White's mother, and she killed her because Snow White's mother was being an asshole to her. because she was the miller's daughter. And does that make it right? No. But does that make bullying okay? No. You see what can happen to bullies? That does happen sometimes. People take it to the extreme sometimes. But that's why it's important to be respectful. I seen a quote that said, people don't earn my respect. You already get my respect. People earn my disrespect. And so that's what this is like. But yeah, so it's just like, she learned about her mother and really got that closure that she needed, even though her mother ended up dying. But she did realize that, you know, she was loved, even though her mother didn't show it correctly, because she literally couldn't. She didn't have her heart in. But she also learned, Regina also learned that, you know, she can be different. You know, she can still get love without needing people to fear her in order to love her. So she was very adamant about holding her vision. Like, she wanted her happy ending, and she was going to get it by any means necessary. But she had to learn to be accepting of it, and she had to learn how to be open to it, receiving it. They have the Nine of Cups. And this, you see, she got her arm. He got his arms folded, and he's like, that grin on his face. Yes, it's come being victorious. Getting what you want. Coming out the Queen of Swords, because she is still the queen. I actually love Regina too. So I'm gonna read this Queen of Cups though, because I feel like there's a message here. I said the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups. But yeah, so this is definitely like giving me off Regina vibes. Like, she literally got their, she earned their respect, because she earned their disrespect at first. But she showed everybody that it doesn't matter your background, you can change. Because she started off just a sweet young lady. She got kind of like transformed, like she had to become the evil queen, but you know, while still being an angry child. You see that child right there, like with the angry face. But she did a whole 360, like got a lot of closure for her inner child, and she got good things coming to her. She transformed. That butterfly there definitely transformed for the better. Then we got the Three of Cups and I think that's the Four of Swords. Y'all don't know about them numerals. But yeah, and then you know what? She did ended up getting those happily ever moments, because she realized, like, it's not about it's about enjoying those happy moments while they're there. She really learned gratitude. So let me look up these for you. With the Three of Cups, these two came out in reverse. This is talking about reconnecting and misunderstanding. Look at that, after that storm where people are misunderstanding you. And because there were moments where they thought Regina was setting curses and doing spells and going against them when she wasn't, but the trust wasn't there, because her actions in the past have showed that she couldn't be trusted. But this is talking about, you know, that, like, moving out of that. Taking a moment to reassess and reconnect with maybe those people, because she did learn how to apologize. Because at first she was like, why? Well, he must have deserved it, you know. She learned to really care a little bit more about how she made people feel, because that's all that matters, is how you make people feel. And I think, you know, she really learned that with Henry. You know, Henry definitely, like, be telling her about herself. I never know what this one is. Okay. And then this one was the Five of Swords. It was in reverse though. The Five of Swords. There is an end to your clashes ahead, but there's a lot of mess to clear away first. Ignoring each other doesn't resolve anything. There's arrogance, brutality, shame, and remorse to be waded through. Maybe even a little biting and clawing at those around you. Compromise is everything. There is the tipping point. Things are either going to get much better or much worse, and the result is up to you. Like I said, she really had to learn that too, like communication, and that it's not just shrug on to the next one. So if you watch Once Upon a Time, pay attention more to Regina's character while you're watching it, and maybe you'll see some similarities in yourself. I also want to look up this Nine of Cups, because like I said, it is driving my ass crazy. Like, look at me, look at me. So we got the Cups. The Nine of Cups indicates satisfaction and appreciation for emotional and material accomplishments. So yes, with it in reverse, so this could be like an ungratefulness, because Regina was very like, she was ungrateful. Like whenever she didn't get what she wanted, she was always ungrateful. Like whenever it came in a different way, or whenever she was unsuccessful, she was very ungrateful. And on to the next curse. More powerful, you know, like instead of just, so she self-sabotaged herself a lot because she was focused on Snow White's happiness and ruining Snow White's life like Snow White ruined hers, that it took away from her own happiness. Yeah, so success, public recognition, you know, being open to receiving praise and all the goodness, because you are a queen, and instead of being the evil queen, you are now Queen Regina. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful transition. It's a beautiful transformation. And you are still able to do big things even after a terrible storm. So let's look at some word chords for you, pile number 3. Okay. Actually pulled out, I think, a lot. I'm just grabbing. So let's see. I'm tired of the same things. Like I did say that in the beginning. Like she put on the curse, and then everything was the same every day. Hi, bump to the same person every day. Oh, and it's like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. This is a dead situation, and this says nothing will come of this. Wow. Success is coming though. Be open to receiving it. That queen up, the hand up, like bring it. Yes, to me. Been waiting long enough. Yes, mine. I accept. This says close friend. Okay, maybe got a friendship ending. For some, take that how that resonates, you know. Or if not a friendship ending, a friendship debate or friendship disagreement. Maybe someone's ignoring their friends. You know, tend to your family. Because that's, yeah, Regina's definitely got a soft spot for, oh my gosh, kids. This says, this is a dead situation. Nothing will come of this. Ward of course, moon. And this has nothing to offer you. So what is we talking about? What is we talking about? What is we talking about that you holding on to? Let me think. The ungratefulness. The ungratefulness might be one of them. It's like nothing will come of this. Your hard work is paying off, but what is it that won't come of this? What is that? What is the what is pile number 3 holding on to or doing? What is the dead situation for pile number 3's life that's coming up here? Isn't the Page of Pentacles, but what is the dead situation for pile number 3? What is that dead situation that we're talking about here? This is like, you know, pile number 3. Let me see if I can get some clarity though. King of Swords. You got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. King of Swords is about being disciplined and stuff. Look, the dead situation might be them friends that we talking about. But the Three of Swords is also talking about Three of Cups talking about a celebration, though. Being authority, discipline. And then the High Priestess. Okay, so, I mean, you get new opportunities and stuff like that. Okay, I mean, for some of you guys, you are losing a close friend. Because you decided to do things differently. That's like, I'm trying to think, like, who did Regina lose just from changing? Well, okay, yeah, people started coming after her because, you know, she promised them, you know, such and such, but, you know, things change. Hey, things change, people change. So, So yeah, I mean, but this falling out could be simply because of miscommunication. So maybe talking it out will help, but don't be surprised if the whole friendship just ends. Cause anything else about this dead situation for pile number 3? Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of the 4 of Wands. I mean, this is talking about celebration. Yeah, we got, okay, so we do got some celebration, got some money coming in, teamwork, a group. Okay, so we had 3, you know, like somebody in the friend circle getting cut off. That's what I'm saying. And the only thing that's coming up is friends. And it's just like 10 to your pinnacle. I mean, not your pinnacles, 10 to your family. So let's see what else we got. And holding on to the losses too. Holding on to your losses is a dead situation. Too. Like holding on to the people you lost. That's you know, you're talented, pile number 3. This says aunt. Okay. You probably got a aunt that's a hater or something involving an aunt that says tend to your family. Maybe your aunt's sick. Maybe reach out to one of your aunts, or I said one of your aunts. I have multiple aunts, so if you don't have multiple aunts, then maybe tend to your aunt. Check on your close friends. Something. You're not the one for me. Look, this might be talking about a relationship. Because like I said, I mean, you can take this how this resonate, but Regina at first was self-sabotaging her relationships. Like, Tinkerbell told her to go talk to Robin because that's where your second chance is. Dude with the lion tattoo. And she was like, okay. And was like, nope. Walked away. I'm still in love with Daniel. I can't. So she's, you know, so take that how that resonates. You're not the one for me. I'm not ready to settle down. Okay, so that could either be your energy or whoever you're talking about. But this says you're not the one for me. I'm not ready to settle down. Unfaithful. You hear that? They not ready to settle down. You try to make them settle down, they're gonna be unfaithful. Or you might be unfaithful. Take that how that resonates. I'm jealous of you. Y'all, these friends. What kind of friends is these? Got jealous friends, jealous partners. I don't understand. I don't understand. I want to collaborate. Okay, that's why I see multiple friends cheering and celebrating because we got teamwork coming on. Okay, okay. So what's happening for you, pile number 3, is old people, old friends, old relationships. They gotta go. They gotta go. You got people coming in wanting to collaborate with you. You got a relationship trying to pop through. You got success on its way. I'm not who you think. Okay. Not who you think. So stop playing. Brother. You have aunt, brother. Okay, what we got? I'm so sprung and I love it. Okay, so you got a lot of back and forth energies. You got this has nothing to offer you. This is a dead situation. I'm tired of the same things. You're not the one for me. You got a lot of back and forth energy, like because you got a few options. I'm thinking, is this a spell? Oh no, you working on your You working through a lot of your fears, and you're going to be successful working through a lot of your fears. Pile number 3. Your hard work is definitely paying off. Okay, you're going to come out on top. You are going to lose people along the way because, how can I put this? Okay, so your level up looks like you on a horse and them like on the sidelines watching you, because the jealousy and their stuff like that, they didn't want you to win. So because they didn't want you to win, when it's your turn to win, they gotta lose, and their loss looks like them losing you, because they won't really riding with you, so they can't hop on the horse. Ain't enough space for them. They gotta watch you succeed. Don't walk away, please. Look, they gotta watch you succeed. They gotta watch you be successful. They gotta watch you in your energy. I mean, they can reach out, but it's like, I don't really want to deal with you. I don't really, I'm cooling with my own energy. I'm cooling with people. I don't like your attitude. People are like, I don't like this attitude. I don't like this new attitude that you bringing. You not all for us? Like, you got stepmom. What is up with these family members? Are these family members the jealous ones too? You intimidate me. You probably got some of your family members intimidated. Pile number 3. But I mean, this energy is beautiful. Like, they can be scared all they want to. They can be intimidated all they want to. But you gonna level up regardless. You gonna level up regardless of who you gotta lose. I mean, the level up is coming. And the more you level up on all levels, because you're gonna be successful. You've done a lot of putting in the work and working through your fears. Your hard work is finally paying off. And it's about damn time. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. If that resonated, if made any sense, let me know. And let me know in the comments how you like this video. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you.